For generations, families have been traveling to Wooster Street to the original location just to try some of the famous New Haven-style pizza. In fact, back in the day, Frank Pepe and his family lived on the second floor while they served customers on the first. But the story doesn't start here. It actually started right here at the building next door, the spot where two Italian immigrants began a life together and decided to build their American dream.
My grandfather and grandmother were hard workers.
To the world, they were Frank and Philomena.
Just look at that. Look at the love they had.
But to Jennifer Kelly, they were so much more. They were her family.
Grandpa was downstairs making pies, and Nornie was upstairs making food. And this is what our family was all about. Making food, giving it out, and also creating love and just a kinship.
After her grandfather's return to fight in World War I, the Pepes settled in New Haven, where Frank worked in a pasta factory, and then this bakery on Wooster Street, where he used this brick oven to start selling his version of a Beats, and officially took over the bakery in 1925. And well, the rest was history.
You have the freshest tomatoes, pecorino romano cheese, and then you just add the fresh ingredients. You just play around with it. It's like what he did, the dough, the flour, how he created that. That's unbelievable.
It wasn't until 1937 when the business moved next door, where it's called home ever since. It was this coal fire oven that provided the spark. The same process that's used today.
That's well done anyway.
Their ingredients for success have been the same ones still imported from Italy, and that same family atmosphere.
Even our workers today, they're not workers. They're part of our family. That's who we are.
Like a lot of her family, Kelly pulled her fair share of shifts at the restaurant growing up. Now, she's the third generation of the Pepe family to help run the pizzeria, a role her mother shared with her aunt, and a position Kelly doesn't take lightly.
Unheard of for going into the third, now fourth generation, having a restaurant that survived.
Survived and thrived. Over the past 10 years, the business grew, opening up more locations in Connecticut and expanding to Massachusetts, Washington, D.C., and even all the way down to Florida, with more than 650 employees part of the extended Pepe Pizza family.
This one looks good.
It's all about the quality and preserving the legacy. It's not necessarily about growing the fastest. Even though the world changes and the people change and the company grows, we still stick to our traditions.
That original style continues to bring in fans from all over, ready to settle which style of pizza is superior. Hint, it's New Haven.
You can really judge a pizza by the crust and the quality of the tomatoes, and they're knocking it out of the park.
All my New York friends, I bring them over to Frank Pepe, so the family's a fan, friends have become a fan, and I'm definitely a fan. I'm originally from New York City, so New Yorkers, we like our thin slice, but I gotta tell you, New Yorkers, Connecticut got you when it comes to pizza.
In Connecticut, and more importantly New Haven, pizza has been an unwavering part of the community, ready to welcome die-hard fans and new ones, like me. So before I dug into my very first slice of Frank Pepe pizza, I knew I needed help from a pro. I am with my friend Leah. We've known each other for 10 plus years at this point. When I said I was moving to Connecticut, the first thing you said was you need to try the pizza. And I could not think of any better person to take me on this journey. Why are you such a big advocate for pizza here?
Because people say that New York might have the best pizza, Chicago has the best pizza, Italy has the best pizza. No, New Haven or bust.
It carries like that reverence for everything, and you were saying that even when you were a kid you could notice that. Could you take me through that?
Just when I was a kid, seeing that line, I'm like, lines are for roller coasters, they're not for food. Like, why is everyone waiting for this pizza? And you know, the first bite that went into my mouth, I fell in love, and now pretty much at least once a week, I have to have pizza. Like, I want that like crispiness at the bottom, but the softness at the top, and New Haven Pizza just does it perfect. I've recommended it to at least 10 to 15 people, and each person was like, this is top 3 or the best pizza I've ever had.
This is what I'm excited for. This is my first slice of Frank Pepe's pizza. No better way to start, I feel,
than with the clam pizza right here. Cheers.
Cheers.
You're right, that slaps. That is so good. That made me really happy. I don't know how to explain it, but that made me happy.
Right?
When you do take that bite, does it still taste like what your grandfather would make?
Absolutely. Does it taste the same? You can ask everyone. Everyone's going to give you a different answer. It's a Pepe's pizza. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, it's a Pepe's pie, and it's a different pie. It's just, we're unique.